I know some people think that black women wear weave because they're ashamed of their hair. I became obsessed with trying to make my hair look as natural as possible. I'm like, no, this is a weave. Get to the point where it's like, and so that's why I decided to create a hair goal. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gwen, for those of you who are new here. And guys, if I look a little bald, I decided to take my extensions out, and this video is going to be about what I plan on doing to grow my hair this year, and also a little bit of my journey with hair extensions. So I would suggest maybe going to get a tea, maybe going to get a coffee, because it's going to be a long chat. Okay, so I asked you guys maybe about 2 to 3 days ago. I said, do you guys want me to do a video on microlinks, or do you want me to do a sew-in video because I want to go long? And majority of you said sew-in video, so I will link my versatile sew-in video down below. I have two, but as far as doing another install, I decided not to sew in hair. And the reason being was I want to see what I can do with my natural hair. I want to, one, learn my natural hair, because as crazy as it sounds, I know some of you are probably like, what? This is crazy. Your natural hair? Some of you probably thought that was my natural hair. I don't know. But I want to learn how to deal with my natural hair, and more specifically my curly hair. So I'm going to give you guys a quick backstory about my whole hair journey. I started wearing, ooh, am I slanted? So a quick backstory, I started wearing hair extensions in 2010. I was in the 11th grade, and I got my first sew-in because I was going to a dance. And after my first sew-in, I was kind of hooked immediately. Like, my hair was not long, but I was pressing it out a lot. And I remember the first time I got those inches, I just felt like that was like an added oomph to me, you know? So shortly after that, even though the sew-in was like terrible, like the sew-in was so bulky, the hair was bad. Anyway, so after that, I started kind of getting hooked on clipping hair extensions because I didn't have the money to go and get a sew-in all the time. So I decided to make my own clipping hair extensions. And after that, I had friends asking me, Gwen, can you make my hair extensions? And shortly around that time, I started to become known as like the hair extension girl. But really, no one knew. Like, the guys would never be able to tell. I remember sometimes a guy, he told me, like, I can't stand when girls wear fake hair, wear weave. And I was like, well, what about me? And he was like, that's not all your hair. And I'm like, no, this is a weave. And I became obsessed with trying to make my hair look as natural as possible. And so in 2015, I started thinking like, wow, I'm becoming obsessed with like how to make my hair look natural. Like, I don't want to just have an install. I want to take it to the next level. That's really what sparked me to do the microlink video, the tape and hair extension video, the world's most, or in my world, most versatile sew-in video, because I was like so obsessed with like, I don't only want my hair to look natural while it's down, I want to be able to go swimming and no one be able to tell that I have fake hair in. Like, I became obsessed. And in 2015, when I met Marion, I started thinking like, dang, like, why can't I be obsessed with my own hair, you know? And that's when it kind of sparked me to kind of want to put a little care into my own hair. But my hair was incredibly short. I have very curly hair naturally, and my hair shrinks up when it's short. Like, this is my hair length right now, and this is what it looks like curly. As you can see, it's so short. It looks short. And with my face shape, like, really quick, I have an oblong face shape. I also have a very prominent chin. I feel like when the distance from your bottom lip to your chin is short, you can rock the hair above the shoulders. I feel like whenever that distance is long, like in my case, you need hair longer than the shoulder. So really what turned me off from wearing my hair curly was that it was always short. And lately, I started thinking like, I need to start nourishing it. Like, I need to figure out how to rock my natural hair, because I look at the woman that I want to be when I'm 30, and I see her, Lord willing, I see her being like this woman with like that big hair and like just that vibe, you know. That's what I envision myself. Like, I don't envision myself, and maybe a blowout every now and then, but I want to slowly transition to having like a big haired look. Like, you know what I mean? Even if it's like stretched hair, but it's like a bantu knot or like curls, like I want to slowly transition into that. And I can't do that with my natural hair. So when I have videos like this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love how my hair looks, but it's weave. Like I want it to be my own hair. And honestly, a couple months ago, before I installed my hair, I started to feel convicted about wearing weave. It really hit me. And so a couple months ago, I thought, oh, I'm gonna start wearing my natural hair curly. But it was so short. I was like, I love my curls, but I just want them to grow, you know? So after a few months, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to rock the curly hair then, but it's gonna be extensions because I need it to be long. That's what slowly made me want to try the curly hair extensions, which I love this look, okay? But literally 2 days ago, something told me it's time to give up the extensions. That's it. It's time to give it up. And I was like, maybe I should get knotless braids. No. Like, it's time to give it up. Like, you need to learn how to deal with your natural hair. And the reason that I'm doing it this way, and I'm gonna get into my plan in 2022, Lord willing, of what I plan on doing, is because I know that if I do decide, hey, okay, I'm gonna get a curly hair extension and I'm gonna have my leave out and I'm gonna wear my leave out kinky curly, I won't put in a lot of work. I know myself. I won't put in enough work to learn my hair. I know I'm in over my head. I know, and I know that sounds crazy to some people. It's like you're in over your head taking care of your own hair, but it's like, from someone who's been wearing hair extensions since 2010, it's a lot, you know. It's a lot. Like, even my hair now, like, this is okay, but it's really too thin for my liking, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I have a very bare face, and like, I feel like on big faces you need a bigger hair, you know. I'm like, okay, maybe I have to come over here. I'm like, okay, maybe I have to kind of go through that little awkward phase to get to a glorious phase. So anyways, that's a long story short. I've always loved my hair. I know some people think that Black women wear weave because they're ashamed of their hair. Like, literally, I'm not kidding you, and I'm not being sarcastic. When people see my hair curly, almost everyone tells me I look better with curly hair. Now, what I will say is, yes, I started wearing protective styles, sew-ins, because I never really wore braiding because I was too lazy. I was too lazy to learn about my natural hair. I was too lazy to want to learn what products my hair like. I was too lazy to do my hair. I was so lazy, and that's another reason why I don't want to go on this journey wearing box braids, because I feel like, yeah, I can grow my hair. Like, if I said, you know what, Gwen, let me give you 5 or 6 months wear nothing but box braids, even though I know people are like, you shouldn't go back to back to back, whatever. But I was going to say, oh, I'm going to go 6 months back to back with box braids or knotless braids, whatever. Then I thought, it's not giving. You're not, no. Like, you need to learn how to care for it. You know, like, I know a lot of people do that. Like, oh, I wear protective styles. It helps my hair grow. But it's like, why don't I try to learn how to help it grow while it's out, you know? Since I kind of want to get to the point where it's like froey, you know. So I'm really excited about this journey. Last but not least, I am going to get into my plan, okay, because you have to create a plan, okay? And so that's why I decided to create a hair goal plan. I'm not going to give a length on it because I don't know how long. I just want it to be fuller and longer, period. So the way that I plan on doing that, I remember sometimes I would wear my hair natural, and here's a picture of my natural hair when it was at a length that I would do a wash and go. Now it's just way too short, so I'm gonna do the straight natural until it grows back this long. The plan that I came up with is to flat iron my hair only once a month. I'm giving myself only one time per month that I can flat iron my hair, and guys, that is a big step for me because I literally, like, when my hair is in a sew-in, I will flat iron my leave out all the time. And then 2, if it starts getting greasy around that 2 weekish mark, I'm gonna co-wash it, and I'm gonna blow dry it only on like whatever. I'm gonna blow dry it. I'm gonna try to stretch the hair but not flat iron. And then I'm gonna try to rock like a bantu knot, or like I'm gonna try different braid outs. I'm gonna try different, what are those things called? Flexi rods and perm rods. I'm gonna try all this stuff. And then on the 3rd week, going into the 4th week, my plan is to attempt to wear my hair completely natural, completely Brolicious. I'm gonna try to let it just do its own thing, right? I'm gonna try to find different products that work with my hair. I'm gonna actually test out these different products. I know I've been recommended a lot of products, so I plan on buying these. Oh my goodness, this is another thing. Like, I thought I was spending good money on my hair extensions. If you guys don't know me, I only buy raw hair, and I thought that was expensive. This whole natural hair care, I'm sure it's gonna cost me a hot penny, but I'm hoping once I kind of get my groove, my footing, I'm going to be able to help out other people. So that's my plan. Flat iron it once a month. Try to do a co-wash at the 2-week mark. If my hair gets oily, if not, I'll stretch it to that 3-week. And then I'm going to give myself 1 week where I wear my fro out. And who knows, if I have to film, if I don't feel comfortable with my curls out, I'm really hoping that I will start to feel comfortable and confident with my short hair, you know, with it being so short. I don't know. I really didn't want to start wearing my curly hair until it got at least shoulder length. Like, give me shoulder length. If there was a time when, before I bleached my hair, I think it was in 2018, I want to say. 2018, my hair finally got to a point where I could wear it a wash and go. And I was like, this is what's freaking up. Like, I love the way this looks, you know? Soon after that, I bleached my hair twice back to back, fried my hair clean off. Like, I cried for days. It was a nightmare. Like, oh my gosh. My hair, I had to cut up there. And when it was wet, you know, it was like on the scalp. So that was kind of like a big chop for me. After that, what did I do? I decided to go back blonde in 2020, which I don't regret because it was done by a professional. She kept my hair healthy. And to be honest, the real tea is that my hair grew while it was blonde. And I know that sounds crazy, but because I was so used to putting heat on my hair every single day, when I went blonde, I was so freaking scared to put heat on my hair for whatever reason. I'm like, my hair has never been this blonde before. So this time I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to put that much heat on it. Like, so I went without weave for a while. And then I also went without flat iron for a while. And I really learned how to stretch that silk press. So it grew while I was blonde. But then the second time that I went back, she cut off a whole lot of my hair. Like, literally, it was like 4 inches that I had to get cut off. I didn't really care because I was like, this is a look. And by that time, the second time, I was comfortable enough to bleach my own hair extensions. And that's when I started wearing hair extensions. So I really didn't care that it was super short. Now I'm here, dyed it back darker. Now this is the length that it is at right now. This is also like how full it is. Got a little bit of work to do. Nevertheless, it's not a terrible thing. And the reason that I'm telling you guys this, I know some of you who follow me for homemaking, you probably don't even know that this was like so much going on with my hair, but yes it is. Also, if you guys are following me from Marion, I want to kind of inform you because no, I don't plan on just changing this back to a hair channel. It won't be like that. I still plan on doing a lot of content with Marion. We kind of wanted to transition to having like really only couples videos, but there just will be times where I will be doing these natural hair follow-ups, and then also if I learn a new style. So let me know if that's something you guys absolutely don't want to see. Maybe I will consider starting a separate YouTube channel, or maybe I'll consider starting like a TikTok just to kind of keep my progress up. So if that's something you guys are absolutely not into, let me know in the comments below. If it's something that you guys really want to see, then I could actually probably create more content surrounding that and just like my journey and like what I'm finding out and everything like that. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you're not new, like this video, comment down below. Also turn on the bell notifications because I think that does something for YouTube's system, so it will help me. Thanks, Manny. It will help me out a lot. Okay, bye.